Hello, I'm Theodora from Theodora Goes Wild, and I'm a knit and crochet designer from London. This is a tutorial to show you how to work the Intarsia technique, which is what I have used for my design of the sheep jumper. So you can find this jumper on Ravelry, Etsy and Lovecrafts, the pattern for it. And today I'm going to show you how to make the colour changes on this chart, and I'm starting at the beginning. So Intarsia is simply a knitting technique that uses several colours at the same time. You use separate balls of yarn for each colour block, either wound onto bobbins or onto a piece of card, and you just need small amounts for each block. I'm going to show you how to join this first colour now. So I've knitted my first block in my new colour. Now I'm going to change to the cream. So I'll put my needle into the stitch I'm going to change my colour, and I'm just going to leave a bit of a tail and just knit it straight on. And then I'm going to leave that there, and I'm just going to knit to the next colour change. So for charts you need to kind of count where you are, but with this chart you've got blocks of 5, which kind of makes it easier. So let's get to the next colour, and we'll see how to do that again. So here I am at the point where I need to change to green. So again, I'll do the same thing, leave a tail and just knit, and leave that long tail there. So let's go to the end and turn and purl back. So this is a stocking stitch pattern, so pretty simple apart from all the colour changing, which once you get the hang of it will be a breeze. The yarn I'm using here is Paint Box Yarn Simply Chunky. Right, now let's turn and purl back. Okay, take my needle. So on this row we're going to start our twists, which will secure all our colour change ends in. Right, let's purl to our colour change. So here I am, I'm getting to that last stitch. Now I'm going to be changing back to cream. So as you can see on my chart, first 2 rows are kind of set. The colour changes stay the same. At first you'll have to count, but after a while you'll be able to just look and see that as they increase and decrease, 1 each side perhaps, or 2. So now we're changing to cream. So the technique here is, with the yarn not in use now, so I'm changing from this yarn, I'm going to throw that over to the left, and with a new yarn I want to start working with, my cream, I'm going to bring that from underneath, and I'm going to purl with it, or knit with it, same either way. So there I am. Throw that to the left, and purl with my new colour. And that now secures that ending. And now we just leave that there. And now I'm going to purl to the next colour change and show you it again. Okay, so now I'm changing back to this stone shade. Okay, you see here this is a bit baggy. That's because this end is still kind of loose. I've just tightened that a little bit, but now on this next stitch this is going to be secured. So again, throw that old yarn you finished with to the left, and then pick up that new yarn that you're going to be working with from underneath and purl with it. And there you see it not only wraps that in, it's going to wrap that end in as well. There. And now let's carry on. Let's not tangle that in. So this technique is the same for both sides, right side and wrong side. You throw the old yarn to the left, and if the new yarn you're working with, you bring it from underneath and knit or purl with it. The other thing you need to be aware of is the tangle that the yarns get in at the back. That's why working from bobbins or small balls wound up is easier to untangle than massive balls. I am actually using the large balls at the moment because I've just started, but once I get more colours introduced, then I will have to put them on bobbins. You really don't work more than about 10 or 11, that sounds a lot, yarns in one row, but there's a lot of stitches on here. So there we are, there's the back, and now let's have a look at the front. So there, got a smooth colour change there, and there. Right, let's try one more row. So now I'm working my third row, and for this row we're going to work one more stitch in the stone shade. Can't really see it there, but so what happens here is I'll knit to one before the end. No, actually, no, I won't. I'll just continue knitting the next one. Knit it, one more in cream. Now I'm going to change by lifting that one, throwing that to the left, lifting that one, and just continuing. So that's there, and that's just coming over. And I'm just going to continue knitting with my cream. So there you can see that's now come over and locked it in. Let's go and do it with the green here now. I'm going to be working one more green as well, so I'm going to be working over there. Okay, let's do it again. So now I want to work one more in green to continue with my chart. So I'll go to here. So in this one I want to do in green now. So drop this to the left. Now I'm going to find my green yarn from the behind. And I'm just going to bring it up from underneath and knit that last cream one in green and locking it in. There we are. And that's just that one securing stitch, no more, otherwise you get bulkiness. Now I'm going to go to the end again, and now I'm going to show you how to join in another colour on the wrong side, on the pearl side, which is pretty much the same, but let's do that, because there will be some yarns that you pick up. You start on a wrong side. So now I'm purling back. I'm going to add in some colour on the wrong side. So here I'm again working another stitch over in green, as my chart is telling me to. I'm increasing my green on this side. So I'm going to knit that, purl that even, one in green, then I'm going to throw it, pick up my cream, and continue with that. As long as that working yarn, the one you're working with now, comes from underneath, you're able to wrap that stitch in. New under old. So, okay, I'm going to join in some more of this stone shade in the middle here. So, this is on a bobbin now, it's because it's getting to the fourth colour now. So, just like the right side, I'm just going to, and all of the colour changing of course happens at the back. I'm just going to leave my tail again and pull it. Sorry, it's out of shot. And then I'm just going to leave that. Now, if I'm just doing 2 or 3 stitches, and then I need to change back to the cream, say for a path, it gets smaller, you can strand that yarn. But if you're doing larger areas, you're probably going to want to use separate bobbins. Let's just see how we can do that now. Throw that, and then strand it under. You can, as long as it's just 2 or 3 stitches, and then we can continue across. But we don't want too much of that really, because it does create bulk and can be confusing. So now we're on row 5, and I'm coming back, and now I'm seeing from my chart I need to do another stitch on top of this. So I'm going to work one more in the brown, and then I'm going to change to my cream. Again, throw it to the left, bring it from underneath, and knit. Continue along. It's definitely worth doing a swatch for this, just to familiarise yourself with the technique, and just to get comfortable working it. And if you do end up not wrapping those yarns as you're supposed to, and you do get a hole, you can fix it when you're weaving in the ends at the end, just by using a darning needle. Right, now we're at the colour change again here, and we're going to keep those 3 stitches as set. So knit to cream, and I'll drop that to the left, and I'll pick up my brown and knit with it. On end, 3 of those. Now is where I need my cream again. So throw it, lift it underneath, and then go right on it. There, it wraps it in. And continue to the green. So I hope this has been helpful. I'm doing another green here, so dropping it, finding my green, dropping it to the left, and knitting one more in green. So we're slowly forming our shape here. Oops. Sorry about that, there was somebody at the door. So here, I think I've shown enough for now of our colour changing. And my little sheep jumper with the tree and the little cottage and the path and the cloud and the hills. And these are bobbles, which I shall also be doing a tutorial for, to show you how to work the bobbles. As I said, you can find this pattern on Etsy, Lovecrafts and Ravelry. I hope that helped. I'll be sharing more images of this jumper once it's complete. And I'll say goodbye. Thanks for watching. Bye.